Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play SaGa 2 Goddess of Destiny. We're back here in Desert Town. I made the journey up the Sky Pillar and through the Celestial World back here to World 2, because as you'll remember, we left off last time in Kai's Temple back in World 1, because I remembered that we had a maintenance kit that I think we dug up in the desert, so I'm bringing that here to our old friend, who I believe is waiting for it. Maintenance kit, yes. The way she talks reminds me of a character from Robotics Notes. Oh wait, what did she say? She requires additional help? Remaining part requested, please help. Well, a lot of use that did us. I guess we're going to need more than simply the maintenance kit in order to attract that muse's help. But that's okay, because, oh wait, as I was just starting to say, I noticed on my way over here that our new relic, that Inugami statue, has already taken effect and populated our map that you can see on the lower screen with pickaxe symbols, alerting us to locations, I presume, that we can use our giant's pickaxe, I think it was called. So let's pull up the menu here and go to map abilities and select excavate, equip that, and I think that if we stand here on top of this pickaxe symbol, yeah, okay, we get an ability icon. So let's do it. Let's excavate and see what we can find. Excavated a treasure chest. Pop that open. What do we get? Derringer obtained. Sweet. Okay. Derringer not a super useful item for us at this stage in the game, but it's perfectly free, so I'm happy to take it. And, alright, we're not quite low on inventory slots yet, so I don't have to worry about selling things, but being sold is probably that Derringer's ultimate fate. Let's step outside here, and as you can see on the map, we have several more of those pickaxe symbols, so let's see if I can walk. Ooh, am I going to be able to cross this? Yeah, okay, the sand was a little bit different in color, so I was worried that this might be quicksand or something, but that was not the case. It might have been earlier, I'm not sure. Is this, let's see, where is it? It's going to pop up with the icon, right? There it is, found it. Okay, excavate right here. I'm still wondering how we restore uses of these relics, because our demolish ability, I think, restored itself eventually. Like the number decreased every time we used it, but then I thought I saw it go back up later. Okay, we get a Psycho Dagger, which is something. In fact, yeah, let's go ahead and equip the Psycho Dagger to Elodie, because I'm fairly sure that it's more useful for her than her bow, but all in all, I'm rarely going to be using the Psycho Dagger over one of her spells. You noticed in the last fight with Ashura, because he was immune to both fire and ice, I contemplated using her bow, and this Psycho Dagger would have been a useful item to have in that position if Ashura wasn't so strong. So I guess we'll equip the Psycho Dagger, but yeah, like I'm saying, not likely to actually use it. And in fact, I'm going to assort her abilities here, such that the Psycho Dagger is below each of her abilities. Also, you'll notice the order is with fire on bottom, meaning that once she learns a new ability, that'll be the one that's replaced. Fire mostly redundant with flame. And let's see, one more pickaxe icon down south, so let's head in that direction. Actually, two more here, so I'm hoping we do find a way to... Oh, and there's an exclamation mark here, that's even better. I'm guessing that this is a scripted place to dig, so this is probably the other part we're looking for. Storage device. Yeah, likely one of the parts of our robot friend. But yeah, let's go get more of these optional items while we're here. Excavate in this position, and we obtain... What is it? Oh man, this reminds me so much of Wind Waker when you're doing the charts and you're pulling chests up from under the sea. We get a windflower bouquet. What could that be? I'm honestly baffled at what a windflower bouquet is. It's an item, a wind bouquet with petals that float airily. Oh, this is probably a gift for one of the muses, I'm guessing. I'm not familiar with that icon, it's like an exclamation point, but I'm guessing, since it doesn't appear to have any other use, that, yeah, this is likely a gift for one of the muses. Very cool. Okay, so we might try giving that to someone at some point. I see one more pickaxe icon on the map, so let's make our way in that direction. Still following our path to the south here, and I think it's right about here. Yep, there it is. Oops, hit the wrong button. This time I actually meant to press triangle for once, so let's excavate. I see a red enemy making his way in our direction. I wonder if I should be frightened by that. That different color. Actually, no, that's the color they always turn, isn't it? Alright, gold nugget obtained. Well, if I've learned anything from Pokemon, this is an item that we are meant to sell, but let's go ahead and confirm that in the menu. Gold nugget. Iron pyrite is considered fool's gold. Okay then. Well, it's got an icon like a potion, but I can't use it. I guess I'm gonna hold on to it for the time being, unless it has a, if it has a sell amount that looks intentional, then I'll go ahead and sell it, assuming that that's its intended purpose. But if it has a non-intentional looking sell amount, then maybe I'll hold on to it. Okay, right about here is Desert Town, so let's head back in there and see if this storage device is the last part we need. I'm guessing that we're going to have to keep exploring the desert and that there are actually more parts, because this name storage device does not imply, well, maybe it does, we'll see. Yep, remaining part requested, please help. Okay, well, both of the parts we found for her so far we've found out in the desert, and in both cases there was a very obvious red exclamation point visible on the map when we got near it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to venture back out into the sandstorm area of the desert, and hopefully we can find another part for our friend. It seems that now that Ashura is gone, that the desert has calmed down and become a little bit easier to navigate. I'm hoping that's true of this area out here as well. Nope, it is not actually better, so in that case I'm probably just misremembering what it was like before. Oh man, this is going to be awful. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut, and if I find anything, I will be back. Well, it's not an exclamation point, but I found something, so let's dig here, see what we can find. Only got 5 uses of excavate remaining, so I'm going to be a little bit careful about how I use these. What did we get? We got a gold helmet. Alright, well, I'll be back if I find anything else. Well, here is yet another dig point. Let's see what we find here. 4 uses of excavate remaining. And we get, well, a treasure chest, but what's inside? A magic power circuit. Circuit sounds like a robot part. Is that in, wait, where's key item? Event items. I was looking for something called key items. No, it's not in key items. It's just in the regular items. Magic power circuit. A special circuit that can grant magic power to a mecha. What? I don't even. I'm 12 and what is this? Do we replace? That is crazy. Okay. That's crazy. So I guess there's a way in this game to increase mech's spirit above 0. And that's what the magic power circuit does. Interesting. So we can increase Virtue's magic from 0 to 8 by equipping this magic power circuit. The only effect that would have, unless we equipped him with a special like staff or book, the only effect it would have would be increasing the potency of Elodie's healing magic used on him. And I don't feel that that's worth lowering any of his stats for. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be using the magic power circuit, at least not in this moment. But it's nice to have, and I'm really happy knowing that it exists. It's a cool idea. Alright, so back out into the desert. I've been seeing mirages. I'll see like a cactus at a distance and think that it's an exclamation mark, but it never is. Alright, well, I'll be back if I find anything else. We have another dig point, this one not far from Ashura's tower. We've got a slime harassing us, though. Might have to fight that guy. Yes, we are. I managed to bring up the menu to use excavate, but I didn't get to issue the command itself. Anyway, this battle should go down pretty smoothly here. I might as well try out this new Psycho Dagger, I suppose, since we're fighting. Just usual stuff from everyone else, though. Nothing unexpected. Oh, I should look into replacing that potion that Natsmer used up last time, but no matter. For now, just attacks from everyone. And a miss. Expected. Alright, and that's the fight. Max HP increase for Natsmer, and a meat we don't need. So yeah, 132 Kara, blah blah blah. As I was saying, I think I freed up a slot in Natsmer's inventory during that Ashura fight, didn't I? Let's see if that's the case. Yeah, I did. Okay, and since she's already got this high potion, we could give her, like, the Derringer, but I don't actually see any point in that. What about this elixir, miraculous medicine that restores all HP? Well, we don't actually have a use for that yet. I'm just gonna stick to the potion. So a potion and a high potion for her, just like she had before. And now let's dig. Where did it go? Oh, we're right on top of it. Excavate. 3 uses remaining, now going down to 2, I think. So once again, we've eventually got to be careful with that, but for now, just using it wherever I can. Yes! Submachine gun. Yes, all right. I was just talking about what should I give Natsmer in that last inventory slot? Well, I should give her a submachine gun. A small and powerful automatic carbine designed to fire pistol cartridges. It is capable of taking out entire groups of enemies. Fantastic. So now, Elodie is not the only one capable of attacking a group of enemies all at once. Natsmer now has that capability as well. And let's rearrange her inventory so that's right next to the Derringer. Actually, no, let's put it above the Derringer. Submachine gun is going to be her standard way of attacking. Well, I don't know. I only have the 1 and I only have 30 uses. So yeah, let's keep Derringer on top for now. Let's not get too carried away with ourselves. It is fun to have a new exciting weapon, but we don't want to use it all up right away, especially since it's so expensive to replace. Though, speaking of which, we are up to 6,700 Kiro. We gained a lot from that Ashura fight, so, you know, maybe we'll just buy a second one of these when we're passing back by North Town. We'll see. For now, still looking around the desert here for further excavations. I've just about finished up, though. I think I've been nearly everywhere, which is why I haven't cut yet. I think I'm running out of places to search, so either I should be finding another thing soon, or... Ah, I was right. Found another thing soon. Hopefully this is the last part we need. Reset unit. Okay. That sounds like what we need. I'm ready to reset this robot's unit and get her back up to speed, but is this the direction I just came from, or am I walking up here for no reason? I think this is the direction we came from, and therefore I'm walking up here for no reason. Yeah, that's the case. I'll meet you back in Desert Town. And we're back in Desert Town. Finished clearing out that desert, and I didn't see any other excavatables. So let's take our reset unit to our friend here and see if that's all she needs. Reset unit given. And, yeah, with this all are found. And, come to life, come on. Oh, what? She stopped moving? Does she need more? Well, is that the reset unit taking effect? Is she being reset? Yeah, she's up, okay. Back together at last. I'm tired of this world, so soon I will go to another world. Oh, thanks everyone. You saved me. I'm Eutere. Nice to meet you, Eutere. Glad to be your friend. 250 MP. Wow, I loved that like circuit effect that appeared when she gave us that. It's cool to see the unique blessings of each of the muses. And speaking of which, I think we can get to the Gardens of the Muses from here in Desert Town, so... Alright, wait, what's Virtue saying? Going through the trouble of helping her was not pointless, was it? Probably not. That's kind of how I feel, too. That was probably not useless. And, yeah, I was just looking for this little angel guy. Let's go visit the Muses. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to wrap this episode up on a little bit of an awkward note. I'm running out of hard drive space right now, because I've been recording this episode for so long. A lot of time spent in the desert there. So, right after we say hi to Eutere, I'm going to have to say goodbye. This is not Eutere, this is Calliope. I followed the exclamation mark on the map. Do you have something unique to say? Yes, yes. Nope. Wait, Calliope began assisting the party. Oh, okay, you can only have... Wait. Cancel... Never mind. I don't know. I was thinking that maybe you could only have one muse at a time, but I thought we were getting the help of multiple muses previously. Maybe I'm mistaken about that. Anyway, I wanted to check here now that we've rescued Melmine. Ah, it's Elodie. Did you come to see Mel? It's important to have patience with anything you do. I prefer people who defend and parry attacks. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not really interested in that right now. I do like the dichotomy between these two. This one wears like guitars on her wrists, and this one wears shields, or at least a shield. The design of those two characters I like a ton in general. Alright, so where's the door? Where's the door to, is this it? Yeah. This is a nice robotic-looking door to where Eutere... Oh, wow. We have entered the Matrix. Hi there, Eutere. Have we met before? Oh, it's you guys. Me? You do things on a whim, so don't worry about my evaluation. That's really random, too. So her evaluation is random? Like a malfunctioning machine? That's cool. Alright, well, that's all for this time. I guess this is an entire episode devoted to excavating in the desert and rescuing Eutere, but I feel we got something valuable out of it. So, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you back here next time.